In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Shuck. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a grab and go for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. Got his man.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Quarterback now breaking the field. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. The Wildcats pulled out a thriller the last time these two met.
They were so happy after that win because they dug down deep and made the plays late in the game that they needed to make in order to win.
Yeah, and the Governor's Cup, it seems like it's always a fun game. There's always some kind of twist and turns to it, but Kentucky definitely executed and took care of business against Louisville last time.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Vandergriff. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Between the uprights, it's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Brown has it. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Touchdown, Kentucky! The special teams with a special moment. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that punt return for a touchdown. They'll try to pin him deep. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Grab behind the line. It's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Finds his big tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Shuck. They're bringing heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they got him for the sack.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. He might just try to keep it away from this guy after a house call came after the first punt. On the return, it's Brown. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today. Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking downfield, it's Shuck. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll throw it on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Nice move to keep running.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Running to the left. Shakes off the defender. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll pull it on the read. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Throws for the tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to pass it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's key. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
They want to just keep throwing it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Vandergrift. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The running back has it. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Shuck. Using the quick game. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. He's going to pass. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense is going draw. The back tries to bounce it to the outside, but look at all the defenders on that play, how they were able to shed their blocks and run. They were able to get hats to the football and force a tackle for loss.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Coming after it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And the Cardinals are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lacy. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Shuck. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Going up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brooks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires left. Touchdown Cardinals. And that one will give them the lead. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. Set to advance on the football. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Back to throw. It's Shuck. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break.
Louisville, 21.
He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Off play action. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They want to run it left here. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Back to throw, it's Shuck. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
21.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To the air, it's Shuck. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Running back searching for a hole. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got his man quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Cardinals are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He'll just keep slinging it. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Cardinals want to move quickly. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The sure hands, it's Bell.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking looking at their sideline, they're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Looking downfield, it's Shuck. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
It's 2nd down.
Second down coming up. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's
going for it all. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.